Loper Baseball is on the air. It's time for this afternoon's game. You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
The sun is finally popping out here in Arkadelphia as the Lopers get ready to wrap up their 4-game weekend here in Southern Arkansas. Colton Wiersbicki here with you, and you're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located on North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. The Lopers yesterday, it took a little bit late, but they're victorious over Truman State by a final of 9-5. The player in that game was Matt Solomon, who had 4 singles and 3 RBIs on the day. He led the Lopers at the dish. Also busting through for the Lopers was Brent Kirsch, who was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs as well, and 1 run scored. Yesterday, kind of the shock around college baseball. Ouachita Baptist defeats number 3 Central Missouri by a final score of 4-2 here at Rab Rogers Field. And it was Central Missouri who showed up last night against Henderson State for a little bit of a redemption game, and they won that one 7-2. The Tigers right now are currently 1-6 on the season. The Lopers sit at 4-3, and so we're going to see here today, does the Ouachita momentum from yesterday's win carry them over the Lopers, or do the Lopers back-to-back wins against Ouachita on Friday and Truman yesterday lift them here on this Sunday afternoon in Arkadelphia? We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll preview a little bit more of this baseball game. Then we'll give you starting lineups followed by first pitch. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on your home for the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today. Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Yeah, you know what it is. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. It's UNK, the remix. Yeah, we got a banger. Championship rings on.
Welcome back, baseball fans. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Located in North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. The weather today predicted that we would have some rain, but the rain has held off. There was an 80% chance yesterday morning. That chance has gone away. Still cloudy. The sun looking like it wants to break through here in Arkadelphia, and it's real damp, real humid kind of a day here at Rab Rogers Field. And so let's take a little bit, let's dig deep into today's game between the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist and UNK. The last time these two teams met up was on Friday here at Rab Rogers Field. Lopers were victorious in extra innings. It took 10 as UNK prevailed. Weston Glinke was the winner in that one. Let's kind of take a look back at that one. Ouachita Baptist came out on fire in the bottom of the first. They put up a 4 spot on starting pitcher Brad Brown. Then the Lopers in the top of the second, they fired right back with 4 runs of their own. And that had the ball game tied as we went to the bottom of the second, where Ouachita scrapped across 1 run. And then in the top of the third, the Lopers tied it again at 5-5, thanks to a Dallas Schramm. Dallas Schramm was at the dish. A wild pitch scored Ricky Trammell. And then in the fourth, Ouachita got another one as a Kyle Alexander single advanced Ty Owens. And he came around to score. That run was unearned. Then in the sixth, the Lopers back at it as they tied it up. A Ricky Trammell RBI single that scored Calvin Rudolph. Ouachita in the seventh, they battled back. Cord Offenbacher scored on it. Cord Offenbacher with the single to right scored Austin White. And Ouachita took a 7-6 lead in the eighth. Pay Contentious sacrifice fly scored Dallas Schramm. And then we went to the 10th. That was the next time any team had scored. And it was Brooks Benson who singled to right and scored Sean Maruo. And then Josh Estrada sacrifice fly scored Ricky Trammell. And it was the newcomer, Billy Hayes, did his debut in a Loper uniform, who hit a triple that scored 2 runs. And there it was. The final score was 11-7. The key to that one was Weston Glinke on the mound. He had the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth with 1 down. And Ouachita looked like they were going to win it. And Weston Glinke slammed the door shut, and they were unable to capitalize in that one. Today on the mound for the Lopers, it's going to be an interesting one. It's Alec Calger, the sophomore from Elkhorn, Nebraska. He has made 1 start already this season, and that was against Metro State a week ago. He pitched pretty well in his first appearance in a Loper uniform, and today he's going to have to face the high-powered offense of Ouachita Baptist. The key for him is going to be to keep the ball low. You look at Jakari Howell, who's the center fielder for Ouachita Baptist. He's one of the top guys in their lineup. He can hit the ball. He's going to have to keep it low for him, and he's also going to have to keep it low for Ty Owens, who leads the team in batting average. And Ty Owens also a speedster, so you could see a few a few drag bunts today. And Ouachita Baptist could use that to try and get some runners on base for some of the guys there at the bottom of the order. As our coaches have made their way towards home plate. And we begin our plate meeting here. Our umpires assigned by the Great American Conference. And while they have their chat at home plate, let's give you tonight's uniform update. As Ouachita Baptist today going to wear their purple caps, purple jerseys with the white and gold trim, white pants with purple pinstripes, and a few of them have their socks up with purple stirrups. The Lopers today wearing one of my favorites, blue cap, black jersey with the white and blue trim, white and blue numbers and letters, the gray pant with the black soutache, blue belt, and the usual hiked up blue socks. As our meeting underway at home plate, Kyle Hope, the head coach for Ouachita Baptist, and head coach Damon Day, who's here in his 14th season. And he is assisted by Shane Sharkey, Max Ayub, and Jake Dittman. All 3 of them in their first year on the coaching staff here at UNK. As we kind of preview a little bit more of this ball game, some other keys offensively for the Lopers, it's going to be Dallas Schramm, who needs to find a way to get on base. He's gotten a couple hits the last 2 games, but he was 0 for on Thursday against Henderson State. He's going to have to find a way to get on base, get some base hits, and score some runs. He's one of the top hitters in that Loper lineup. Another one is Pate Contentious. Contentious been kind of quiet this weekend. Really haven't heard much from him. And so the key for him today Same as Dallas Schramm, you need to get base hits with runners in scoring position and find a way to score here early on Ouachita Baptist, kind of take the wind out of their sail. As the plate meeting is adjourning, and we get ready to go here in Arkadelphia. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, followed by first pitch. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on your home for Loper Baseball, the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
That was the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Stay tuned. Starting lineups are just ahead on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
UNK, we need everybody, stand up, let's go. Go Lopers, go Lopers, go Lopers, go Lopers, go Lopers, go Lopers, go. We beast dogs, yeah, we the problem.
Welcome back, baseball fans. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located in North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. And it's now time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Nebraska Star Beef. Premium beef, fair price. That's Nebraska Star Beef. And first, we'll start with the Lopers. Leading off, the center fielder, number 12, Easton Edmond. Batting second, the first baseman, number 5, Ricky Trammell. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 23, Dallas Schramm. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Brooks Benson. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 10, Pete Contentious. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 6, Billy Hayes. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 41, Scott Platt. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 1, Brent Kirsch. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 9, Matt Solomon. On the mound for the Lopers will be number 40, Alec Calger. And really quickly, as Easton Edmond steps into the box, let's give you the quick lineup for Ouachita Baptist. Leading off, the center fielder, Jakari Howell. Batting second, the left fielder, Ty Owens. Batting third, the shortstop, Justin Weigel. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Kyle Alexander. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Austin White. Batting sixth, the third baseman, J.D. Speed. Batting seventh, the catcher, Jackson Noakes. Batting eighth is the second baseman, Cord Offenbacher. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Ryan Hammer. As the first pitch from Ryan Ballul, the starting pitcher for Ouachita Baptist, is roped right back up the middle. And a leadoff base runner for the Lopers here in the top of the first. It's Easton Edmond with the first base hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell will switch. Hitter batting from the left side here against the lefty, against the righty, Belul. Belul set, checks on Edmond. The first pitch to Trammell is outside, 1-0. Trammell yesterday, 1 for 5 with an RBI. And they're going to call balk on Belul. If the pitch doesn't count, Edmond will move up to second. Quick start for the Lopers here. Runner at second, nobody out. One-0 count is our home plate umpire. Let's our press box know. As Belul set, here's the pitch. Trammell going to foul this one away down the left side. 1-1 the count to the junior from Kansas City, Missouri. Belul has the sign set, checks on Edmond. The 1-1. This one swung on and missed for a strike. And the count 1-2 to Ricky Trammell. Trammell back in. Belul. The 1-2. This one fouled away. Trammell Trammell on Friday against Ouachita. If I can pull up my stats here. As Belul comes set. And pick over back safely, Edmond. Trammell was 2 for 6 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs on Friday here at Rod Rogers Field against Ouachita. As this one swung on and missed, strike 3. One down, and that'll bring up Dallas Schramm. Remember, Schramm was my key to the game today, as he's got to get it going offensively. Schramm in. Belul. Pitch is low. Or no, correction. They're going to call it a strike on the inside corner. The count 0-1. The pitch. That one low. 1-1 the count to the junior from Omaha, Nebraska. Schramm back in. Belul. Checks on Edmond. Here's the 1-1. This one swung on and missed. 1-2 now to Dallas Schramm. Just underway here at Rod Rogers Field. Runner at second, 1 down for the Lopers in the top of the first. No score. Hit from Belul. This one chopped on the ground up the middle. It's going to get through into center for a base hit. Edmond coming around third. He's going to score. And the Lopers take a 1-0 lead here in the first. There it was, the key to the game, and Dallas Schramm does it here in the first. Lopers up 1-0. And that'll bring up Brooks Benson, who has been on fire for the Lopers. Yesterday, on Friday, here at Ouachita Baptist was 3 for 5. Yesterday, Brooks against Truman State, as he's first pitch swinging, it's popped up the left side, foul. Yesterday against Truman, Brooks was 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. 1 strikeout. 0-1 now. Here to Benson. Benson, the righty, steps in. Belul has his sign, checks on Schramm. Schramm are one-way lead at first. As here's the 0-1. This one chopped on the round to third. The third baseman's got it. He trips to throw to second in time. It's J.D. Speed over there at third who slipped. So they'll get the lead runner, Schramm, a fielder's choice for Brooks Benson, bringing up Pete Katentius. Catentious steps in, 2 down, runner at first. Top of the first. Lopers lead 1-0. Pit from Balul. Upstairs as Catentious watched it. 1-0 the count. Balul, the 1-0. Catentious going to foul this one into the backstop. A reset here at 1-1. Let's set the defense for Ouachita Baptist. Left field, Ty Owens. Center field, Jakari Howell. And in right field, Ryan Hammer. In the infield at third base, J.D. Speed. The shortstop, Justin Weigel. The second baseman, Court Offenbacher. The first baseman, Kyle Alexander, as Catentious hooks this one foul to left. Out of play, and it's 1-2. Kyle Alexander at first. Jackson Noakes behind the dish. And Adam Balul on the mound. Balul checks on Schramm. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the top of the first. Lopers on the board, though, thanks to an RBI single from Dallas Schramm. We head to the bottom of the first. UNK leads 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back, baseball fans. Colton Wiersbicki here with you. Peter Yazvac back in the studio in Kearney as the Lopers lead 1-0 here at Rab Rogers Field. And taking the mound, making his second start, is Alec Cowger. And really quickly, while Cowger warms up, let's set the defense for the Lopers. In left field, Pete Catentious. Out of Longmont, Colorado. Center field is a senior from Lincoln, Nebraska, Easton Edmond. In right field, the junior from Colorado, Brooks Benson. In the infield, starting at third, the senior from Papillion, Nebraska, Brent Kirsch. The shortstop from Longmont, Colorado, Scott Platt. The second baseman, the senior from Owasso, Oklahoma, Matt Solomon. At first base, the junior from Kansas City, Missouri, Ricky Trammell. Behind the dish, Billy Hayes out of the Chicago, Illinois area. And on the mound, the sophomore from Elkhorn, Nebraska, home of the Antlers, Alec Cowger, as Jakari Howell steps in. And Cowger's ready to go as he gets his sign. And the first pitch from Cowger drops in front of the plate. 1-0 the count. Jakari Howell on Friday was 1 for 6 with a run scored. Is that one in there for a strike in its own correction, 1-1. Cowger back up on the bump. The 1-1 shows Bond pitch upstairs. And the count is 2-1 now. Cowger nods, has the sign, the 2-1. That one just outside. 3-1 the count here to Jakari Howell. A very speedy Jakari Howell. He hit a double to lead off the Ouachita Baptist first on Friday as he pops this one up into shallow right. Matt Solomon backpedals. He's got it. And that's out number 1. That'll bring up Ty Owens, the left fielder. Owens extremely speedy. He was 4 for 6 the other day with an RBI and 2 runs scored. The pitch. This one chopped foul down the third baseline. 0-1 the count. The key to a good start for Alec Calger. We've already had one of them happen. Get the first batter out. Don't allow any leadoff base runners to get on for the Tigers. The other one, get ahead in counts early as he's ahead here 0-1. The pitch. That one upstairs, and it's 1-1. Calger, the 1-1. That one in the dirt. 2-1 the count. This is only the second time the Lopers have played on a natural field. The first time was on Friday here at Rab Rogers Field. Here's the 2-1 from Calger. This one lofted up to the right side, out of play. So Calger even in this count now, 2-2 to Ty Owens. Owens back in. The righty Calger on the bump. The 2-2. That one low. Seen a couple pitchers from Calger today that have bounced in front of the plate. Maybe a little nerves. Maybe not used to this natural mound. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Calger gets ahead in the count, loses Owens a little bit, and then throws one right at his knees that Owens can't handle. And now they're 2 down for Justin Weigel. The pitch from Calger to Weigel. That one got him on the leg. Weigel going to take first base here with 2 down. And now Billy Hayes going to head out to speak with Alec Calger. And it'll be Kyle Alexander to step in. Hayes back behind the dish as our home plate umpire dusts the plate off. And here we go. Alexander, a righty, steps in. He was 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored on Friday. First pitch from Calger. That one low, gets away from Hayes. Runner takes off. And he's going to stand up at second. 1-0 the count. Two down, runner at second. Bottom of the first, Lopers lead 1-0. Here in their 4th day in Arkadelphia. Checks on the runner, the 1-0 from Calger. That one just a tad upstairs. 2-0 the count. Alexander back in. Calger at the belt. Checks in the runner. And Alexander going to call time. Didn't like the way that at-bat started. As he now kicks out the chalk line in the back part of the batter's box. And now puts his foot where that line would be. 2-0. Calger. The pitch. That one just outside. 3-0 the count now. Calger looking for command with his fastball here early. Set at the belt. Checks on Weigel. The pitch inside almost gets Alexander. And he'll hustle down to first. So A hit by pitch and a walk puts 2 runners on here with 2 down in the bottom of the first for Ouachita Baptist, and that'll bring up Austin White. White adjusts his batting gloves. This is pre-pitch routine. Now steps in. Cowger checks on Weigel. And he'll spin over. Nobody there on a pick attempt. And we'll come back. 2 down, 2 on. First pitch to Austin White. Going to be chopped foul. 0-1 the count. White back in. Cowger getting his sign. Set. Checks on Weigel. The pitch. Weigel taking off. It's low and outside. And he's up at third. 1-1 count. 2 down. Runners at the corners. As Billy Hayes calls time. Steps out. Signals the defense. Now back behind the dish. Cowger looks in, has his sign. Checks on Alexander at first. The 1-1. That one upstairs. 2-1 the count. Jackson, his signs in the third base coach's box. Now White steps in. The 2-1 from Cowger. This one going to be chopped on the ground. Scott Platt's got it in short. They'll flip the short way to Solomon. Will end the bottom of the first. Ouachita Baptist unable to score with a runner at third here in the bottom of the first. We head to the second. UNK up 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back, Loper fans. Top of the second, Lopers lead 1-0. Colton Wiersbicki here with you. Peter Yazvac back in the studio. As due up for the Lopers here is 6, 7, 8, starting with Billy Hayes. Hayes in the first pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Blue, a tall righty. As Hayes was barely into the box, and Blue got started. So our home plate umpire calls time and says, hey, wait till he's in the box. As Hayes now in the box, the 0-1. This one going to be lofted up into left. It's going to get down for a base hit. Hayes going to take a hard turn around first, but he'll hold tight. And a leadoff base runner for the Lopers here in the second. Billy Hayes, his bat's been on fire this weekend. Was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. That was a triple on Friday. And then yesterday, Hayes, 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. As Scott Platt steps in, he shows bunt, pitches outside. Hayes way off the throw, not in time. Hayes was about halfway to second and then decided to come back. The count 1-0 to Scott Platt as he looks down at head coach Damon Day for his signals. Now steps in. Balul going to pick over Hayes back safely. Back in the box, the pitch from Balul. This one going to be chopped on the ground as it's a backhand by the shortstop to throw to first. Got him. Tough play, but they get platted first. Backhand by Weigel in the long throw. Beat him by a half a step. And that'll bring up Brent Kirsch, who was one of the hot bats yesterday. Kirsch was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. As Kirsch stepped in, then called time. Now back into the box, Balul. Checks on Hayes, the pitch. Kirsch gonna check his swing, and it's gonna go into the first base dugout, the Loper dugout. The count 0-1. Hayes lead at second, the pitch. This one chopped up the middle, Balul's got it. He looked to throw to third as Hayes was taken off, but he'll go the short way to first as the ball kind of took him towards first base. Didn't want to make an errant throw. And that'll move the runner to the third. So that'll bring up Matt Solomon, the senior from Owasso, Oklahoma. He was 4 for 4 yesterday with 3 RBIs. First pitch to Solomon, right back to Blue on the mound. He's going to jog it over. The flip in time for out number 3. Loper's going to lead off base runner, but can't score here in the top of the second. We head to the bottom half. UNK leads 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. UNK leads 1-0 as we get ready to start the bottom of the second. And it'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for Ouachita Baptist. As J.D. Speed steps in. Pitch from Cowger, low for a ball. 1-0. Cowger gets his sign from Hayes. Here's the 1-0. That one low and outside, 2-0 the count. Speed back in. Cowger. The 2-1. In there for a strike. Or correction, that'll make it 2-1. Pitch right on the outer half. The 2-1 from Cowger upstairs. 3-1 to J.D. Speed, who was 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs on Friday against the Lopers. Back in. Pitch from Cowger. That one in there for a strike. And the count full to J.D. Speed. Key to the game for Cowger. Get the leadoff batter out. Here's the 3-2. This one going to be lofted up over to the left side. It's going to stay in the yard. Is Kirsch going to camp under it in foul territory? He'll make the grab for out number 1. Huge out there for Alec Cowger. And that'll bring up Jackson Noakes, the catcher. We didn't see Noakes on Friday, but he gets the nod behind the dish. Cowger. Thought he had his sign, but steps off. Now back on. The pitch. That one low. 1-0 the count. Noakes gets his sign, now in. The 1-0 from Cowger. Low and outside. 2-0 the count. And time called now. It's Damon Day storming out of the dugout to go speak with Alec Cowger. And he told Billy Hayes, hey, stay behind the dish. So this is going to be a one-on-one convo between Cowger and head coach Damon Day. Cowger has gotten outs, but really hasn't had command of too many of his pitches today, as he spiked about 5 or 6 in the dirt in the first. And so far this inning has spiked 3. And it's Damon Day has made his way back to the dugout. And we're ready for more baseball. 2-0 count to Jackson Noakes. Pitch from Cowger. That one low. 3-0 the count. Another one in the dirt. The leg kick and the 3-0. That one right down the middle. 3-1 the count. The leg kick and the 3-1 from Cowger upstairs, ball 4. So Noakes will take first. That'll bring up Court Offenbacher. Offenbacher on Friday was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Walked once and struck out once. Cowger set. Checks on Noakes. Here's the pitch. That one low and outside, as Hayes had to hustle to grab it before Noakes took off. And now some action out in the Loper bullpen. It's Gabe Wazorek up and working. Sophomore from Hartford, South Dakota. At the belt, the 1-0. That one inside, 2-0 the count. Offenbacher back in. Cowger set. Pick over. Noakes back safely. Cowger. Pick over. Noakes thought about going. as he was leaning towards second, but Cowger keeps him honest. 2-0 count, one down. Bottom of the second, Lopers lead 1-0. Pitch from Cowger. That one in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Maybe a gimme from the home plate umpire. Offenbacher in. Cowger checks on Noakes. The 2-1. This one going to be roped over the head of Scott Platt into the gap. A base hit. Noakes coming around second. He's going to head to third. The throw coming into second. Solomon's got it, but can't put the tag on. One out double for Offenbacher. And now two in scoring position and one down for Ryan Hammer. Billy Hayes getting some instructions from head coach Damon Day from the dugout. Now crouches down behind the dish. Lefty Hammer in. First pitch from Cowger. Swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Cowger checks on Noakes, the 0-1. This one going to be popped up into left. Katetches under it. He's got it. The throw coming home over the head of Kirsch. And a run will score. Sacrifice fly for Ryan Hammer. And Cord Offenbacher at second, tag, so he's at third. And with two down, that'll bring up Jakari Howell. Howell back in for his second at bat. He popped out to Solomon to begin the bottom of the third. Pitch from Cowger. This one lofted up in the air to left. Katetches calling everyone off. He'll make the grab for out number 3. So Ouachita Baptist gets a run here in the second as we're all tied heading into the third. UNK and Ouachita both at 1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Colton Worsbicky here with you as the Lopers and the Tigers all tied at 1. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3 due up for the Lopers here in the third, starting with Easton Edmond. Edmond Trammell Schramm. The ones due up is the first pitch from Balul. Bounces in front of the plate for a ball, 1-0. Edmond led the game off with a single, first pitch swinging. Here's the pitch, 1-0. Swung on a miss for a strike. And the count even at 1-1. Edmond, a senior from Lincoln, Nebraska. Primarily a center fielder, but has seen some time in right. in his Loper career as he swings and misses at that one in the count 1-2. The late kick and the 1-2 from Balul. Swung on a miss, strike 3. First down here in the third. And that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell struck out in his first at bat. First pitch from Balul. Low for a ball, 1-0. Have to get it, guys on base for Schramm, Benson, and Contentious. As Trammell lofts this one up into right center, it's going to get down off the wall. Trammell booking it to second. He'll pull up. And a one-out double here for Ricky Trammell. That'll bring up Dallas Schramm, who has the single and the lone RBI on the day. And now he's going to get a chance for another one with Trammell at second. Lopers hit a plethora of home runs last weekend. None so far this weekend as that first pitch from Balul is fouled away by Schramm, 0-1. One down, runner at second for the Lopers here in the top of the third. Balul checks on Trammell, the 1-0. Correction, the 0-1. Now even at 1-1. That pitch dipped low. 1-1 count. Balul checks on Trammell. The pitch. And Schramm going to line this one into left center. A base hit. Trammell coming around third. The throw in is going to be cut off, and Trammell will score. As the throw went home, Schramm took off for second. He's safe there. So score that as single. Advancing on the throw. And the Lopers take the lead back. It's 2-1. For Brooks Benson, the Loper right fielder. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded into a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. Benson going to watch this one upstairs. 1-0 the count. Benson back in. The pitch from Balul. This one chopped on the ground. J.D. Speed's got it. He's going to look Schramm back to second. The long throw across in time. So now 2 down. We'll bring up Pete Contentious. Contentious 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout. As he steps in. The pitch from Balul. Contentious going to watch this one for a strike, and it's 0-1. Contentious. Balul checks on Schramm, the pitch. Going to watch this one upstairs. 1-1 the count. Contentious, a sophomore from Longmont, Colorado. Played at Niwot High School. The 1-1. Contentious going to launch this one into left. The left fielder hustling back. I think it's going to beat him. No, he'll make the grab. Unreal play by Ty Owens in left. As that will end the Loper third, but they do get a run courtesy of a Dallas Schramm RBI single. We head to the bottom half of the third. UNK up 2-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. And Lopers lead 2-1 here as we get ready to begin the bottom of the third. Alec Calgary's been getting outs, but not much command with his pitches. He's followed one key of the day. Get the first batter out every time. So let's see if he can do that here against Ty Owens. Owens struck out looking in his first at-bat of the day. And he made that unreal catch in left field to end the Loper third as Owens turns and burns on this one. It's foul. And the count 0-1. Owens, pre-pitch routine as he looks down for his signals, now steps in. Here's the 0-1. That one in the dirt. 1-1 the count here to Owens. The late kick and the 1-1 from Calgary. This one chopped to the ground. Foul. It hugged that foul line and was just foul down the third base line. Owens steps in. Calgary looking to win this AB. The pitch. That one way outside in the dirt. 2-2 now the count. Gabe Wazorek still up over in that Loper bullpen. Calgary finally gets his sign. The 2-2 to Owens. This one going to be right back up the middle of base hit. Owens taking the hard turn. The throw to second. It's going to be there. Nope. A hustle double for Ty Owens. That'll bring up Justin Weigel. Weigel was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Steps up here with nobody out and a runner at second. Gallagher checks on the runner. The pitch. Low and outside. 1-0. Michael getting his sign. Now steps in. Gallagher. Checking on Owens. The 1-0. That one outside. 2-0 the count here. And time called now is Billy Hayes going to head out to speak with Calgary. Lopers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. 2-1 on the weekend. Lost on Thursday to Henderson State by a final of 7-0. Lopers could only muster one hit in that ball game. And then on Friday, an extra innings win here against Ouachita Baptist. And then yesterday, Lopers over Truman 9-5 as Calgary picks over Owens back safely. Back in. 2-0 pitch. That one upstairs. 3-0 now to Weigel. A lefty Weigel in the box. Calgary checks on Owens. The 3-0. That one in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Kiger, the 3-1. This one going to be launched up in the air, in the infield. Is Scott Platt going to call everyone off? He'll make the grab. Out number 1. And that'll bring up Kyle Alexander, who walked in his first at bat. Righty Alexander in. And he's going to call time and step out. As it took Calgary a few moments to get his sign. He gets it quickly this time as he's set. Checks on Owens once, now twice. Now 3 times. And time called. And I thought Calgary was delivering there. But the home plate umpire will grant Alexander time as he steps out. Still waiting for the first pitch to Alexander. Here it comes. That one low. 1-0 the count to the Ouachita Baptist first baseman. Calgary toes the rubber. Pick over back safely. One-0 coming. As Owens on the move, the pitch is upstairs. The throw from Hayes. Got him! As they're not very happy with the call here at Rab Rogers Field. They thought Owens was under it. And now Kyle Hope, the head coach for Ouachita Baptist, is going to call time and head out to speak with our field umpire. No sense of urgency from Hope as he's taking the slow stroll out. And Kyle Hope finally gets over to our umpire who's standing behind first base. I don't imagine they will switch the call on this one, as I think Hope's just getting an explanation on what he saw. And nope, the call will not change. As Hope now going to take the slow stroll back. Hope not worried about a single thing in the world. Just enjoying this day and this slow stroll at the ballpark. As he finally crosses the foul line on the third base side. And he's back into the dugout. As the 2-0 is going to be popped up, foul out of play. So 2 down. here in the third with nobody on and a 2-1 count to Kyle Alexander. Pitch from Conger upstairs, and it's 3-1. Conger has his sign. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. Alexander walks for the second time today. And with 2 down, Ouachita Baptist will have a runner at first. And here comes head coach Damon Day. And that'll be the end of the day for Alec Conger. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification of the new pitcher. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Colton Worsbicky here with you. As Lopers lead 2-1, 2 down, runner at first. And we have a pitching change. Alec Conger exits. After an inning and 2/3, he had 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout. And the new pitcher coming in, making his first appearance here in 2017. It's the sophomore from Hartford, South Dakota, Gabe Wazorek. Wazorek, a tall, lanky righty. Had an appearance last year for the Lopers. Now comes in to try and shut down the Tigers as he comes set. The first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike 0-1. Alex White, the designated hitter at the dish for Ouachita Baptist. Wazorek set. The 0-1. This one swung on and missed. 0-2 now the count. Wazorek way ahead here. Billy Hayes gets him his sign. Wazorek checks on Alexander at first. The 0-2. That one, curveball just outside. Wazorek a little ahead of himself as he thought it was strike 3. So the count 1-2 to Austin White. Wazorek, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Tigers held scoreless here in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth. UNK up 2-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Field Goal Agronomics, First National Bank, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, Johnson Lawn and Landscape, Nebraska Star Beef, Nebraska Land Distributors, and Nebraska Land National Bank.
Welcome back. UNK up 2-1 here in the fourth. And due up 6-7-8. Starting with Billy Hayes. Hayes on the day. 1 for 1 with a single. As that pitch is low for a ball. 1-0 from Balul. The pinch. He's going to chop this one up the middle. The shortstop Weigel's got it to throw to first in time. Route number 1. One down here in the fourth. That'll bring up Scott Platt. Platt grounded out to short in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. That one low. 1-0 the count to the Loper shortstop. The 1-0. Low. 2-0 now to Platt. First season with the Lopers for Platt. As the 2-0 is going to get him on the arm. He'll hustle to first. Hit by pitch. Give the Lopers a base runner here in the seventh. Or correction, in the fourth. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter, Brent Kirsch. I was mentioning Platt, first season with the Lopers last year. Played at Northeast Junior College. Out of Sterling, Colorado. The pitch. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Kirsch. Kirsch grounded out to Balul in his first at bat. As he steps in, one down, righty. Pick over back safely, Platt. Kirsch back in. Pick over again. Platt gets landed on by Kyle Alexander. The throw was just a bit wide. Had to make a play on it. The 0-1 to Kirsch from Balul. As Kirsch went around on that one. Call it a strike. Pitch was upstairs, trying to hold his swing, but couldn't. And the count's 0-2. The pitch. This one chopped to the ground. J.D. Speed's got it. 5-4-3 double play. And that'll end the Loper fourth. So we head to the bottom half. UNK up 2-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
Throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation. By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicky.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Lopers lead 2-1. Colton Wiersbicky here with you. Peter Yazvac back in the studio. As coming up here for Ouachita Baptist, 6-7-8, starting with J.D. Speed. He flew out foul to Kirsch at third in his first at bat. He steps in here to face the new pitcher, Gabe Wazorek. First pitch swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Ouachita Baptist way out in front of Wazorek. Deep breath. The 0-1. That one off speed, just low. And it's 1-1. Wazorek, a third of an inning so far today. He struck out Austin White to end the third. 1-1. That one just outside. 2-1 now the count. Wazorek, one of the top men in the classroom for the Lopers, as he usually carries a 4-0. The 2-1 upstairs, 3-1 the count. Throws the rubber. Has his sign. Here's the 3-1. That one in there for a strike and the count full. Key to the game for Calgary was to get batters out to start the inning. Same applies to Gabe Wazorek. Here's the payoff pitch. This one going to be lofted into center. Edmond hustling. He's going to get there to dive and catch. Heck of a play by the senior Easton Edmond for out number one. And a few fans in the stands tip their cap to Edmond. Is now one down for Jackson Noakes. Noakes spelled Noakes. He's a catcher. He walked in his first at bat and came around to score as that pitch is upstairs 1-0. Two to 1 our score here in the bottom of the fourth. Lopers lead. Here's the pitch. This one going to be lofted into center. Edmond right there will make the grab. So back-to-back flyouts to center field. That'll bring up Court Offenbacher. Offenbacher doubled in the second and was stranded at third. Wazorek taking some time to get his sign as Offenbacher will step out and call time. Now back in. First pitch from Wazorek. This one popped up foul behind the plate. 0-1. Deep breath from Wazorek. Here's the windup and the 0-1. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 now to Offenbacher. The Ouachita second baseman. Wazorek has his sign. Here's the 0-2. Going to be chopped to the ground. Kirsch going to backpedal a bit to backhand the throw across. Oh, not in time. I thought he had him. Could be a makeup call for the one earlier. As that'll go down as an infield single for Offenbacher. And a runner at first with 2 down. Ryan Hammer steps in. Sacrifice fly and an RBI. To his credit. The pitch. That one in there for a strike at its own 1. Hammer a righty. That pitch was on the outer half. Wazorek has the sign. The 0-1 runner on the move. Pitch in there for a strike to throw down. Nobody's there as it rolls into center. No advance. So a stolen base for Offenbacher. And with 2 down and a runner at second, the count's 0-2. Wazorek. Rubbing the ball. As he now toes the rubber, and he's going to call time and step out. Ryan Hammer. Sent. Checks on the runner. The 0-2. Outside. 1-2 the count. Wazorek. Checks on Offenbacher. The pick back. Nope. Offenbacher slides in safely. Set. The 1-2 from Wazorek. Just low. And they count 2-2. 2-2 count, 2 down, runner at second. Bottom of the 4th, Lopers lead 2-1. Wazorek. Long stare, the 2-2. This one, curveball, bounce on the ground and a right, a base hit. Offenbacher coming around third. Going to be cut off. And Ouachita Baptist has tied it. 2-2 our score. And we head back to the top of the order with Jakari Howell. Howell gets his sign, steps in. Wazorek. First pitch. Howell going to chop this one back to Wazorek on the mound. The throw to first in time for out number 3. So Ouachita Baptist with 2 outs scores a run. And we're all tied at 2 here in Arkadelphia. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Welcome back to All Our Score here in the fifth. As Matthew Solomon set to lead it off 9-1-2. 2 up for the Lopers. Solomon grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat as that one in there for a strike at its own 1. Low pitch. That one in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Balul. Deep breath, the 1-1. Solomon going to chop this one foul. And no, they're going to say it's fair. As it got him on the leg. You clearly heard it. And head coach Damon Day just going to stay put. Maybe I saw something a little bit different. So 1 down now, and that'll bring up Easton Edmond. The pitch. Outside. 1-0 count. Edmond 1 for 2 on the day with a single. 1-0. That one low. 2-0 the count. Clouds are breaking up. Sun peeking through. Here at Rab Rogers Field, the 2-0, swing and a miss. Healthy hack there from Edmond. The count's 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one low. 3-1 now. Balul, the 3-1. That one in there for a strike. And the count now full to Easton Edmond. And Edmond going to call time and step out. Now back in. Pinch from Balul. Ball 4. Edmond thought about taking a hack, but held off. And now a runner at first with 2 down for Ricky Trammell. Trammell doubled in his last at bat. Came around to score on a Schramm single. Trammell steps in. Pick over back safely, Edmond. A lefty. Trammell back in, shows bunt, pitch in there for a strike as he pulled back. 0-1 the count. Trammell switch hitter hitting from the left side. Against the righty Balul. The 0-1 coming from Balul. Edmond on the move. The pitch swung out and missed. The throw down a little off. Is Edmond safe at second? Stolen base for the Loper center fielder. And now with an 0-2 count, Ricky Trammell looking to score Edmond from second. The pitch. That one outside, 1-2 the count. Bulul checks on Edmond. The 1-2. That one outside. 2-2 now the count to Trammell. Bulul's got the sign. The 2-2. Trammell going to foul this one into the backstop. Hanging tough. And we'll reset it 2-2. Trammell going to foul this one away. So we'll hold tight again here at 2-2. Bulul shakes off the first sign, now shakes off the second and the third. Doesn't like his options from the catcher, Jackson Noakes. And he'll get the first sign this time, the 2-2. Trammell going to loft this one up in the left. Owens hustling in, makes the grab. And Edmond was way off a second. Slide back in safely. And now with 2 down, going to bring up Dallas Schramm. Schramm, 2 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. The only 2 RBIs for the Lopers. As Bulul comes set, here's the pitch. Schramm going to watch this one inside, 1-0. Bulul going to pick over back safely. Edmond at second. 1-0 count here to Schramm. Pitch from Noakes. Schramm going to line this one into the glove of J.D. Speed at third. That'll end the Loper fifth. We head to the bottom half. All tied at 2 here in Arkadelphia. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, TM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back, baseball fans. All tied at 2 here in Arkadelphia. As we got a new pitcher coming in for UNK. It is a lefty from Joliet, Illinois, Matt Testa. And Testa comes in. Going to face Ty Owens, Justin Weigel, and Kyle Alexander. Between the 3 of them, they only have 1 hit. Lopers so far, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Ouachita Baptist, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Both Loper RBIs can be credited to Dallas Schramm, who has had 2 RBI singles on the day. And we're ready to go. It's Ty Owens making his way to the batter's box. He doubled in the third and then was thrown out trying to steal by Billy Hayes. As the first pitch from Testa swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1. Testa getting his sign from the catcher, Billy Hayes. The 0-1. That one outside and in the dirt. So the count even at 1-1 here to Ty Owens. Owens on Friday, 4 for 6 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. The 1-1. This one foul. So Testa ahead here, 1-2. Lots of bodies out in the Loper bullpen. Nobody up and working, though. So we'll see what Testa can do here in the 5th. Gets his sign, the 1-2. That one low in the dirt for a ball, 2-2 the count. Got away from Billy Hayes there. Had to go corral it. Owens back in. Testa. The 2-2 coming. This one going to be lined to Scott Platt, but he can't handle it. The throw to first. Not going to be in time. So we'll see how they decide to score that one. It was a screamer to Platt that hit off of his glove. Still waiting for the official score. As they're going to give it a hit. As Weigel comes up, he's bunting. Kirsch to throw to first in time. As that'll go down as a sacrifice. I'm going to give Owens a hit, because I don't think that Platt could have made that play, even if it was a slow line drive. So a sacrifice bunt for Weigel will bring up Kyle Alexander, and Alexander going to check his swing there. The home plate umpire going to say he went around. The count 0-1. And correction, the official score has come in. They're going to give it an error to Scott Platt. As the 0-1 pitch, good a hook there from Testa, drops in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Alexander in. Owens at second, the pitch outside. 1-2 the count. Testa deep breath as he toes the rubber. The 1-2 as he's checking on Owens. Fouled away by Alexander. Alexander adjusts his batting gloves. Now steps in. Testa. The pitch. This one chopped to the ground. Foul. Down the third base line. One-two count. One down. Runner at second. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. As Testa going to pick over back safely as Owens. Alexander, the righty in. Testa, the 1-2. This one popped up foul behind the plate. And now some action out in the Loper bullpen. It looks like Cam Berkey up and working. Correction, it's Trey Ertmer. As some fresh new baseballs for our home plate umpire will give us a break in action. And here we go. 1-2 count, one down to Kyle Alexander with the runner at second. Testa shakes off the first time, and now Alexander going to call time and step out. At some point as an umpire, you just have to stop giving players time. Testa checks on Owens. The 1-2, runner on the move. Pitch popped up into shallow right. Solomon can't put under it. He'll make the grab as Owens going to go all the way back to second safely. And a huge out there for Matt Testa. That'll bring up Austin White with 2 down. White going to step into the right-handed batter's box to face the lefty Testa. The pitch from Testa, low. 1-0 the count. Deep breath from Testa as he fiddles with the baseball. Now comes set, the 1-0. This one on the ground. Scott Platt has it. The throw to first, a little up as Trammell gets it and comes back down in time for out number 3. The Lopers hold the Tigers scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. All tied at 2. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back. UNK and Ouachita Baptist tied at 2 apiece. And due up for UNK is going to be 4, 5, 6, Benson, Katechis, and Hayes. Balul has the sign, the pitch. This one fouled away. As head coach Damon Day did a little skip to my Lou down there. Owen won the count. And now time called is we have a baseball on the field. They never went and got it. Sitting down there in the corner by the bullpen. And still waiting. And here we go. 0-1 pitch to Benson as he's going to loft this one up into left. Ty Owens hustling in, but Weigel, the shortstop, going to call him off for out number 1. I'll bring up Pate Katechis. Katechis, 0 for on the day. Been pretty quiet this weekend. And as the first pitch from Balul to Katechis in there for a strike in its own 1. Stamps in. Balul. The 0-1. Katechis going to line this one. It's going to get down. Rounding first. He's taking off for second. Owens has it. The throw in going to be cut off. And a one-out double for Pink Catechis. Nice piece of swing in there from Catechis. And that'll bring up Billy Hayes with a chance for the Lopers to get the lead back here in the 6th. Here's the pitch as Hayes going to foul this one off his leg. And he's hobbling around, trying to shake it off. Now back into the batting circle. So he's ready to go. Steps into the box. 0-1 count. Balul checks on Catechis. The pitch. Hayes going to chop this one to third. JD Speed's got it. Got to make the long throw across as Catechis takes off for third. They get the out. At first, though. And that'll bring up Scott Platt with a runner at third. Platt on the day. 0 for 1. Grounded out to short. And a hit by pitch. As this one low in the dirt from Balul. 1-0 the count to the Loper shortstop. Here's the pitch. Platt going to line this one into left. It's going to get down for a base hit. Catechis is going to come across to score. And an RBI single for Scott Platt gives the Lopers the lead back here in the 6th. Station-to-station baseball for the Lopers today. And pretty much the whole weekend. As they now lead 3-2 with Brent Kirsch coming up in 2 down. Pitch from Balul. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kirsch back in. Had 2 hits yesterday. 3 RBIs. As Balul checks on Platt the pitch. This one fouled away. So the count 0-2 to the senior from Papillion, Nebraska. Kirsch in. Check on Platt, the 0-2. That one low and outside, gets away from the catcher, Noakes, as Platt takes off for second. Great read by Scott Platt. And now a runner in scoring position. 1-2 count for Kirsch with 2 down. Balul. The 1-2 as Kirsch went around. Drop third strike. They'll tag him for out number 3. Lopers do get a run here in the 6th, though, courtesy of a Scott Platt RBI single. We head to the bottom half. 3-2 our score. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Welcome back. UNK up 3-2, and we've got a pitching change. It's Trey Ertmer, and the reason I'm laughing here is Ertmer's trying to warm up, and Billy Hayes, the catcher, having a conversation with our home plate umpire. And Ertmer's up there just saying, hey, I want to throw. I want to get ready. What are you doing? Ertmer, a senior from Elizabeth, Illinois. Made it his first appearance in 2017 last weekend at Metro State. He is the proverbial closer for the Lopers. As he finishes up his warm-up tosses. Loper offense been kind of quiet here this far, as they do have 7 hits, but only 3 runs. As Ertmer comes in, getting ready to face 6, 7, 8, and I feel like J.D. Speed starts every inning. As he steps in, first pitch from Ertmer. Gonna miss for a ball, 1-0. Speed 0 for 2 on the day. Pop out to third in foul territory, and then a fly out to center. 1-0. This one fouled away. 1-1 the count. Stamps in. Ertmer. The 1-1. Curveball in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. The 1-2 coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as it got away from Hayes. The throw to first in time for out number 1. So J.D. Speed goes down swinging. That'll bring up Jackson Noakes. Lots of bodies out in the Loper bullpen, but nobody up and working. I see Cam Berkey down there, Travis Edgar, Clay Collison. As the pitch from Ertmer swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. That one had some steam on it. Deep breath as Ertmer comes set. The 0-1. This one going to be roped in the left. Katechis hustling the dive. Can't get it. As it's going to roll to the wall. Noakes coming around first. Now going to take the turnaround second as Katechis was having trouble. He'll pull in. Yeah, third. And a 1-out triple for Jackson Noakes. And that'll bring up Court Offenbacher. Offenbacher on the day. 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Is that one low and outside? And Offenbacher went around. 0-1 the count. Ertmer, deep breath. Set. Checks on Noakes. The 0-1. That one. Off-speed pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. They count 0-2 now. Ertmer. The 2-0. That one swing and a miss. Gets away as Hayes looks at the runner at third and then throws down to first. So another strikeout for Ertmer. That's his second here this inning. And with 2 down, that'll bring up Ryan Hammer. Hammer, the lefty, steps in. Singled and flew out to left in his 2 at-bats. Pitch from Ertmer. That one low. 1-0 the count. Ertmer. Set. The 1-0. That one low. 2-0 the count now to Ryan Hammer. Hammer in. Pitch from Ermer. That one in there for the strike. And it's 2-1. MIAA Wrestling Championships taking place today at UNK as Vlad Kazakov solidifies his spot in the 125-pound third-place match. That one drops in for a strike in the outside corner, and Ryan Hammer not pleased. He has a few words for our home plate umpire. Now steps back in. 2-2 count, 2 down, runner at third for Ouachita Baptist. Here's the pitch. This one fouled away. Hammer in the box as Ertmer's taking a while. And now Ertmer steps off the mound and says, give me a new sign set. And now Billy Hayes will head out to speak with him. Hammer in. 2-2 count, 2 down. Pitch from Ertmer. This one low and inside, and the count's full. 3-2. Ouachita Baptist has left 6 runners on base today. As this one gets away from Hayes, and it'll roll down the first base side off the backstop. Coming across to score is Jackson Noakes. And we're tied once again at 3. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Jakari Howell. Lopers just cannot keep a lead today. As now we look down into the bullpen, and it's Cam Berkey up and working. 2 down. Bottom of the 6th. Deep breath from Ertmer. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. It's inside, and it hits him. Howell will take first. And now Ty Owens will step in with 2 on and 2 down. Billy Hayes out speaking with Ertmer now. And now he'll make his way back. 2 down, 2 on. Deep breath from Ertmer. Checks on the runner at second. Here's the pitch. One low for a ball, 1-0. Ertmer checks on Hammer the pitch. This one lofted up foul down the right side. 1-1 the count to the Tiger left fielder. Set. Long look at Hammer as Ertmer steps off. Trying to keep Hammer close there at second. The pitch. Pop fly into right as Benson's going to make the grab. And they're going to call a balk on Ertmer. So runners will advance 90 feet on the balk. And now 2 in scoring position at 2 down with a 1-1 count. Pitch does not count on the balk, but per NCAA rules, If there's a hit and the batter would rather take the hit than the balk, then he can do that as he fouls this one away. Once again, that is per National Federation rules. One-two count to Owens. Pitch from Ertmer. That one just low. And the count even now at 2-2. Ertmer. The 2-2. That one low and the count full. 3-2 the count. Loper's in some trouble here. Hopefully Ertmer can get out of it. As he's set. The 3-2. This one chopped to the round. Scott Platt has it. The throw to first in time. Ertmer allows one run here in the sixth as we head to the seventh, all tied at 3. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Well, it seems like every time the Lopers get the lead, they give it up again. As we're tied at 3 heading to the 7th. 9-1-2 due up for UNK. As Matt Solomon steps in, the first pitch is a strike 0-1. Adam Balul still on the mound for Ouachita Baptist. As that pitch is low, 1-1 here to Solomon. Solomon 0 for 2 on the day. As the 1-1. This one going to be lofted up into center. Jakari Howell over to his left. He'll make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up Easton Edmond, the leadoff batter. 3-3 hour score. Lefty, Edmond in the pitch. That one low for a ball, 1-0. Back in. Here's the pitch. That one low for a ball as well. 2-0 the count to Easton Edmond. Edmond 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. As that one misses. 3-0 now the count to the Loper center fielder. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs, 4 straight. We'll put Edmond on first. Back-to-back walks for Edmond. As he walked in the 5th, then walked here to bring up Trammell. The first pitch to Trammell outside, 1-0. Trammell 1 for 3 on the day with a double. He came around to score in the third on that double. His time called now, and Jackson Noakes heading out to speak with his pitcher, who's now thrown 5 straight balls. Trammell walks over to the on-deck circle to have a quick conversation with Schramm. As Trammell now steps in. Belul checks on Edmond. Here's the 1-0. That one inside. 2-0 now the count to Ricky Trammell. And time called now as Trammell steps out. Now back in. 2-0. Belul. The pitch. That one low and outside. 8 straight. Thrown by Belul. And now we await the 3-0. Here it comes. That one, ball, no. They call it a strike. Looked at Chad out to me. It's now 3-1 to Trammell. Here's the pitch. This one going to be roped into center. Jakari Howell coming in, and he can't get it. Edmond to second. As Jakari Howell dove for that one, couldn't get a handle on it. It would be a single for Trammell. And Edmond stopped in his tracks about halfway to make sure that the ball dropped. Howell dove for it, couldn't get a handle on it. There was a close play at second. As time called now, and head coach Kyle Hope for Ouachita Baptist is going to head out to speak with his pitcher, Adam Belul. Edmond and Trammell over in the third base coach's box, speaking with head coach Damon Day. Long conversation on the mound doesn't look like they're going to make the move. Nope. Kyle Hope going to turn around and head back to the dugout. So it's going to be Belul against Schramm. Schramm 2 for 2 on the day, 2 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. Looking for a big RBI here to hopefully get that Loper lead back. Schramm in. Belul checks on Edmond once, now twice. First pitch, inside 1-0. Three to 3 our score here in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Belul. Schramm going to swing and miss on that one. 0-1 the count. Brooks Benson on deck. Belul, the 1-1. Schramm going to watch this one in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now to the Loper designated hitter. Schramm in. 1-2 from Belul. This one going to be chopped up the middle. Second baseman has it. The flick to Weagle in time to throw. Got him. Double play will end the Loper 7th. We head to the bottom half, all tied at 3. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Three to 3 hours score as we head to the bottom of the seventh between UNK and Ouachita Baptist. Colton Wersbicky here with you. We've got a new pitcher in for the Lopers. The junior from McCook, Nebraska, number 31, Cam Berkey. And Berkey comes in here making his third appearance on the season. He's going to face 3, 4, 5, starting with Justin Weigel. Weigel in the box. First pitch from Berkey. Swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Berkey originally from McCook, Nebraska. Played community college baseball at McCook Community College in his hometown. As the 0-1 upstairs for a ball, 1-1 the count. This is his first season with the Lopers. As here's the 1-1. Fouled away. 1-2 the count. To Justin Weigel, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Had a sacrifice bunt and was hit by a pitch. Berkey shakes off the first sign. Has the second. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2 the count. Got an arm up and working in the Loper bullpen. Here's the 1-2. Berkey off speed inside. The count's full, 3-2. Correction, 2-2. It's time called now. And I was correct, 3-2 the count. As Weigel had to ask the home plate umpire. The pitch fouled away. All tied at 3 here in the bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch from Berkey. Fouled away once again. Ugly swing from Weigel. Emergency hack. Lefty Weigel steps in. The 3-2 from Berkey. This one fouled away again. Weigel just trying to make contact. Steps in. Here's a 3-2 again from Berkey. This one going to be up the middle. Going to get down for a base hit. Leadoff base runner for the Tigers here in the seventh. That'll bring up Kyle Alexander. Alexander 0 for 1 on the day. No correction. Yes, 0 for 1 on the day. 2 walks. And it'll pop out to second. Steps in. Berkey checks on Weigel. And Weigel on the move. The pitch going to be lofted over. It's a hit and run down into right field. Weigel coming around. They're going to score him. The throw home, not in time. And Ouachita Baptist has their first lead. It's 4-3 here in the 7th. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Austin White. White steps in. Hayes dealing the signs is now time called. White back in. Berkey checks on Alexander as they show bunt. Pick back. Not in time. Almost had Alexander on the pick. Berkey back on the rubber. Set. Checks on Alexander. Here's a bunt. Low for a ball, 1-0. Lopers cannot allow Alexander to score here. Berkey. Set. The 1-0. That one low for a ball. 2-0 now the count. And time called now is Billy Hayes going to come out to speak with Berkey. Tight ball game again here at Rab Rogers Field. Friday was eerily similar. Back and forth ball game. Hayes back behind the dish. Berkey set. The 2-0. This one going to be bunted down to the third. Kirsch has it. The throw to first in time. And they're going to call him off the bag. As they said, Kirsch's throw pulled Trammell off the bag. For no correction. Trammell was charging. That's Solomon. And now time called is Damon Day going to come out and speak with our field umpire. And we're going to go home and check to see. Damon Day not going to stick around for any further arguments as he's going to head back to the dugout. And they're going to call him safe. So an error there on Kirsch puts runners at the corners with one down. Bringing up J.D. Speed, who's 0 for on the day. And time called is now Damon Day going to head out to the mound, and I think that's going to be the end of the day for Berkey. Damon Day reaches the mound, having a conversation with Cam Berkey. And the infield in with him on the mound. As this conversation taking a little bit. And they're going to make the call to the bullpen. That'll be the end of the day for Berkey. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification of the new pitcher. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today. Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 4-3 as we're here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 on and nobody out for JD Speed at the dish. And the new pitcher in for the Lopers is the big righty from Gypsum, Colorado, Travis Edgar. First pitch is a show bunt in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Speed getting his sign from the third base coach's box as he now steps in. Edgar set the pitch. That one upstairs and tight. 1-1 the count. And Billy Hayes is going to step out in front of the dish. Signal to the defense. Edgar set the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 now the count. Speed back in. Edgar. The 2-1. Shows bunt upstairs. 3-1 now the count. You don't want to load them. Speed in. The 3-1. Low and outside, gets away from Hayes. Runner coming home. Edgar's there. The tag. Not in time. So a walk. Alexander comes in to score. Now runners first and second. For Jackson Noakes. He had a triple in his last at bat. Here's the pitch from Travis Edgar. It's going to get bunted down to first. Trammell's got it to flip to Solomon in time. Sacrifice bunt there for Noakes. That'll bring up Court Offenbacher. Correction, we're going to have a pinch hitter. And the new batter is number 25. And I'm waiting here to figure out the name. Preston Spires Is that one low and away? Gets away from Hayes. Another run's going to come across the score. J.D. Speed will move up to third along with that. And the score now 6-3. Preston Spears steps in. 1-0 count. The pitch low and outside. 2-0. Set. The 2-0. Fouled away, and it's 2-1. Back in is Spears. Edgar, the 2-1. Inside, 3-1 now the count. He's going to call time. Go speak with Travis Edgar. A lot of timeouts, a lot of mound meetings today. A lot of break in action. Spears in, 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch was upstairs, but Spears took a hack. And the count now full 3-2 with one down. Set. The pitch. This one right back up the middle into center for a base hit. RBI single for Preston Spears. And that'll bring up Ryan Hammer. Hammer to the lefty. Getting his signs. He's 1 for 1 on the day. With a sacrifice fly. And a walk as this one's popped up into left. Foul. 0-1 the count. One down, runner at first. Lopers trail 7-3. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Edgar set. The 0-1. That one in there for a strike. And it's 0-2 now to Ryan Hammer. Edgar. Jacks on the runner at first. The 0-2. Outside. 1-2 now the count. Deep breath from Edgar. The 1-2. This one going to be lined into left. A base hit. So back-to-back singles with one down. As that'll bring up the top of the order and Jakari Howell. Howell, 0 for on the day. Had one hit on Friday against the Lopers. As he shows bunt, going to pop it up, foul behind the dish. 0-1 the count. Edgar. The 0-1. That one low and outside as Hayes had to go down to block it. 1-1. Edgar's set. Here's the pitch. Howell going to watch this one across the letters for a strike. And it's 1-2. In the box. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So now 2 down. That'll bring up Ty Owens. Owens on the day. 1 for 4 with a double. That pitch misses for a ball. 1-0. Strikeout on the day for Owens as well. Edgar. The 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. Seven to 3. Lopers trail. Deep breath. Edgar set the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Healthy hack there from Owens. Two and 1 to the Tiger left fielder. The pitch upstairs. 3 and 1 the count. The 3-1 coming from Edgar. This one launched deep center. Edmund on his horse, back, gone. A 3-run shot for Ty Owens. And just like that, OBU up 10-3 in time call. This head coach name today going to come out. That'll be the end of Travis Edgar's day. We'll take a break. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
New pitcher in for the Lopers as they trailed 10-3. It's the right hitter from Al Clay Collison, and first pitch swinging here for Justin Weigel is foul. 1-0 the count. The pitch swung on and missed for a strike hit. It's 0-1. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. The 7 spot for OBU gives them a 10-3 lead. Pitch from Collison. Low. 1-2 the count. Collison. This one popped up to the left side. Scott Platt will make the grab. For out number 3, 7 runs here in the bottom of the 7th for Ouachita Baptist as they lead 10-3. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation. By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 10-3 as we begin the top of the 8th. Brooks Benson set to lead it off, and Adam Belul still in to pitch here. As first pitch swinging here for Benson. Makes the count 0-1. Benson 0 for on the day. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now. The pitch. Low. 1-2 the count. Well, 1-2 from Belul. Benson going to watch this one upstairs. It's 2-2. The leg kick and the 2-2. Benson going to loft this one up into center. Jakari Howell has a beat on it as he'll make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up Pete Katenchis. Katenchis doubled in his last at bat. Stepped into the box and now back out. Steps back in. 1 down, nobody on. Pitch from Belul. Katenchis going to watch this one upstairs, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Contentious fouls this one away. One and one the count. The pitch. Contentious fouls that one. 1-2 the count. Deep breath from Balul. The 1-2. That one. Ball. Contentious thought it was a strike. But Noakes dropped it. So our home plate umpire says it's a ball. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Contentious swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lopers 4 outs remaining. Gonna bring up Billy Hayes. The late kick and the first pitch from Balul. High and tight as Hayes had to get out of the way of that one. 1-0. Balul. The 1-0. That one in the dirt. 2-0 now the count. Balul so far. 7 2/3, 8 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts as that one bounces. And it's 3-0 to Billy Hayes. 3 earned runs to his credit. Hayes steps in. Pitch from Balul. That one down the middle for a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1. Ball forward as Hayes is going to hustle to first. So a 2-out walk here in the 8th. That'll bring up Scott Platt. And time called now is Kyle Hope, head baseball coach for Ouachita Baptist, comes in, and that might be the end of the day for Balul. He got double barrel action in that OBU bullpen, and doesn't look like he's going to make the move. Actually, yes, he will. That'll be the end of the day for Balul. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification of the new pitcher. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, TM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu. Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 10-3 as we're here at the top of the 8th. Runner at first is Billy Hayes with 2 down. And the new pitcher for Ouachita Baptist, number 29, Weston Talley. As he just finished up his warm-up tosses. And the first man to face him will be Scott Platt. Platt, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs, 1-0. Next pitch, low, 2-0 the count. Platt back in. Talley checks on Hayes. The 2-0. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Low, 3-1 now the count. Platt looking to get on to bring Kirsch up. Pitch from Talley. That one low. Ball 4. As they're going to check and see if Platt went around. And he says, no, he did not. That'll bring up Brent Kirsch with 2 down and 2 on. Kirsch in. Talley comes set and then steps off. Time called now is Jackson Noakes, the catcher, going to head out to speak with him. Lopers only 4 outs remaining. Have to get a rally going now. Be a good time for Kirsch to get a base knock here. Talley's set. The pitch. This one popped up foul behind the plate. 0-1. Back in. Here's the 1-0. This one lofted up high into left. Ty Owens and Jakari Howell hustling over as Jakari Howell will make the grab for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th. UNK trails 10-3. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation. By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Lopers trail 10-3. As the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 from Clay Collisit. Collison back on the rubber. As the next one to Kyle Alexander, chopped to the ground. Platt's got it at the throw to first in time. Front number 1. Quick one here. As Billy Hayes looks in to get his sign. And Austin White coming to the dish. First pitch from Collisit. Popped up into center. Edmond on his horse to his left. Can't make the catch on the run as it rolls to the wall. Coming around to third. The throw from Solomon. Not in time. Triple for Austin White. That'll bring up J.D. Speed. Speed 0 for on the day with a walk. The pitch from Collisit in there for a strike in its own 1. Collisit sat the 0-1. That one in there for a strike. And it's 0-2 now to J.D. Speed. Speed back in. Righty Collisit. The 0-2. Upstairs. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2. This one chopped on the ground. Platt's got it. The throw to first in time, but the run will come across to score. 11-7 now the score. And that'll bring up Jackson Noakes. That one upstairs. 1-0 the count. Here's a pitch inside. 2-0 the count here to Jackson Noakes. Here's the pitch. This one chopped to the ground. Backhand play by Platt. The throw. Not in time. Infield hit for Noakes. 2 down, runner at first. Austin Spears to step in. Yes, correction. It's a new batter, Aaron Stunnard. First pitch to Stunnard in there for the strike, 0-1. Pitch from Collison in there for a strike, 0-2. Carlson, the 0-2. That one inside. 1-2 the count. Pick over. Back safely is Noakes. Carlson looks in. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one lofted up into shallow right. Solomon can't put under it. He's going to make the grab for out number 3. We head to the 9th. Last chance for the Lopers. They trail 11-3. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Welcome back. 11-3 our score as the first pitch from Tally to Matt Solomon in there for a strike 0-1. 9-1-2 due up for the Lopers. As Tally comes set, the 0-1. This one popped up foul behind the dish, and it's 0-2. Set. The 0-2 from Tally. This one chopped right back up the middle, and it's through into center for a base hit. So a little bit of life for the Lopers. That'll bring up Edmond. Single in the first. Came around to score. Was his key at bat of the day. As first pitch is outside 1-0. The pitch fouled away. 1-1 the count. Two-one to Edmond. Here's the pitch from Tally. Low for a ball. 3-1 now. And time call. This Noak's going to head out to speak with Tally. Edmond 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Oaks back behind the plate. 3-1 count to Edmond. Here's the 3-1. In there for a strike, and the count's full. Set. Edmond going to call time and step out. The 3-2 to Edmond. This one going to be roped high to right. Right fielder going back, and it's gone. A 2-run shot. And the Lopers inching just a tad bit closer here in the top of the ninth. It's 11-5. Edmond's first home run of the season. And that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Tally. First pitch to Trammell. Outside for a ball, 1-0. First home run of the weekend for the Lopers. Belongs to Easton Edmond. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 2-0 now the count. Tally feeling the pressure a little bit here. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now to Trammell. Rally caps are on. Let's see if the Lopers can get back in this one. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 3-1. They trail by 6. Would need an 8-run ninth to continue this one. Pitch from Tally. Swing and a miss. Count is full now to Ricky Trammell. Trammell in. Pitch from Tally. Fouled away. Count will hold it full. Tally's set. The 3-2. This one roped up the middle. Base hit. Ricky Trammell gets the base hit with nobody out. That'll bring up Dallas Schramm. And time called as Noak's going to head back out and speak with Tally. And Coach Kyle Hope going to follow. And he's going to make the call to the bullpen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification of the new pitcher. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, TM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Welcome back, top of the ninth. Lopers trying to put together a little bit of a rally here. As new pitcher coming in is Brian Krikorian for Ouachita Baptist. 11-5 our score after the Easton Edmond 2-run homer here in the top of the ninth. Nobody out, runner at first for Dallas Schramm. 3-4-5 is what Krikorian's going to have to face to get out of this one. Lopers could put together a healthy rally as Dallas Schramm steps in. First pitch from the left-hander Krikorian. Outside 1-0. Krikorian, just a little guy. 5'10". Here's the 1-0. Schramm going to swing and miss on that one, off-speed pitch. And the count's 1-1. Schramm back in. Krikorian checks on Trammell. The pitch swung on and missed. Another off-speed pitch to Schramm. And the count's 1-2. Krikorian, the 1-2. Schramm going to foul this one away. Another off-speed pitch. After Schramm whiffs on 2 off-speed pitches, I imagine that's what he's going to see here. 1-2. Krikorian, 1-2. Another off-speed pitch gets away from Noakes. Trammell will advance to second. And the count now 2-2. Schramm, just the grip on his bat, now steps in. Awaiting this 2-2 pitch. As Krikorian steps off as he comes set. 11-5 our score here in the top of the ninth. Last chance for the Lopers. Pitch from Krikorian. That one low and inside. And the count now full to Dallas Schramm, 3-2. The pitch. This one on the ground into left, a base hit. Trammell going to advance to third. He'll hold there. And now runners at the corners. And nobody out for Brooks Benson. Lopers aren't done yet. Benson in. Krikorian set the pitch. That one in there for a strike in its own one. Back in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count here to Brooks Benson, who's 0 for 4 on the day. Krikorian's got his sign. Checks on Schramm at third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First down here in the top of the ninth. That'll bring up Pink Contentious. Contentious steps in. One down, runners at the corners. Pitch from Krikorian. Upstairs. 1-0. Contentious back in. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Krikorian took a little bit off of that one. The count 1-1. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Krikorian, the 2-1. Contentious going to watch this one upstairs. Yeah, they're going to call a balk. Is Ricky Trammell going to come across to score? Schramm to second. Pitch doesn't count, so it's 2-1. And your score now 11-6. The Ouachita Baptist leads here in the top of the ninth. Krikorian set with a 2-1. Contentious fouls this one away. The first base side. And it's 2-2. Contentious 1 for 4 on the day. Had the double in the fifth. Here's the pitch. That one inside, and the count's full. 3-2 with one down. Big pitch coming here. Krikorian set. The 3-2. Contentious going to rope this one down the line. It's fair. Rolling down into the corner. Schramm coming around. He's going to hold up at third. Contentious booking it. He's going to be up at second. Second double of the day for Pink Contentious, and they're 2 in scoring position for the Lopers with one down. And Billy Hayes coming to the dish. Second and third, one down. As Hayes steps in, Krikorian going to go from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hayes going to watch this one in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hayes 1 for 3 on the day. Single in the second. Back in. Krikorian, the 0-1. That one upstairs, and it's 1-1. Got an arm up in the OBU bullpen. It's a righty. The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Hayes, and the count 1-2. Hayes back in. Got a battle here with 2 strikes. Calls time, steps out, now back in. The 1-2. He's going to foul this one away. We'll reset again here at 1-2. The lane kick and the 1-2 from Krikorian. Outside it, it's 2-2. Krikorian has the sign, the late kick and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lopers are down to 1 out now. It'll be Scotty Platt to come up with 2 in scoring position and 2 out. Platt steps in. First pitch from Krikorian. Off speed will miss for a ball, 1-0. A few fans not happy with that one. The late kick in the pitch. Platt going to pop this one up in the infield. Second baseman, Offenbacher going to camp under it and make the grab for out number 3. Lopers fall 11-6 here at Rad Rogers Field. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Loper Baseball. And that's the ball game. Stay tuned. Coming up, your Loper Baseball postgame show brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation. By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory.
Cover how you use at UNKU.
Welcome back to the Loper Baseball postgame show brought to you by Runza, 2 locations in Kearney where the difference is real. And now the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. Lopers fall here today to Ouachita Baptist, 11-6. And let's take a look at today's stats. For UNK, Easton Edmond 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Ricky Trammell 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Dallas Schramm 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Brooks Benson 0 for 5. Pete Katentious 2 for 5 with 2 doubles and a run scored. Billy Hayes 1 for 4. Scott Platt 1 for 3. Brent Kirsch 0 for 4. And Matt Solomon 1 for 4. Let's take a look at Ouachita Baptist. And Jakari Howell 0 for 4. Ty Owens 2 for 5. Justin Weigel 1 for 3. Kyle Alexander 1 for 3. Austin White 2 for 5. J.D. Speed 0 for 4. Jackson Noakes 2 for 3. Offenbacher 2 for 3 on the day. Ryan Hammer was 2 for 2. Your winning pitcher today for Ouachita Baptist is going to be Adam Balul, who pitched 7 2/3, gave up 3 earned, 8 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in 33 batters faced. The losing pitcher today for the Lopers is going to be Cameron Berkey, who didn't pitch a complete inning, gave up 3 earned runs, 3 hits, didn't have any walks, didn't have any strikeouts, and 3 batters faced. All right, folks, it's now time for our difference maker of the game.
And now it's time for the Loper Baseball Difference Maker of the Game, brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real.
Baseball fans, our difference maker of the game today, I'm going to give it to two people. We're going to give it to Dallas Schramm, who is 3 for 5 on the day with 2 RBIs, and Ricky Trammell, who is 3 for 5 also. We can also give it to Easton Edmond, who is 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Baseball fans, that is our difference maker of the game.
That was the Loper Baseball Difference Maker of the Game, brought to you by Runza, 2 locations in Kearney, where the difference is real.
All right, baseball fans, well, we're going to wrap this one up here. Lopers once again fall 11-6. Back in action next weekend at Colorado Springs, as they will take on the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. You can hear all Small Radio Network. It's found on Twitter.com. For Peter Gasm, Colton Worsbicky saying